Good evening, everybody, and happy Wednesday. And that is the day for HPL Xfinity Racing, and that's why you're here. Midweek Racing, Hennessy Performance League. I'm joined in the booth by Colts Boy. What's up there, buddy? Another week, another Xfinity race, you and me.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to be back with you here as every week. I'm really excited for this track. What we're going to see today, Richmond. Nice short track racing today. See how aggressive people are today too.
Cool. Yeah, it's going to be short track racing. Yes, it's going to be a fun day, I'm sure.
I mean, not for the person who gets bumped out of the way, but it'll be fun for someone if they win this race tonight.
Yeah, that'd be the only person who has fun. Everybody else is just trying to get through it, trust me. Even second place is going to be slightly miserable.
Right.
But it's a short track, and that's what you do. Look, NASCAR's different tracks. We got large, big road courses. You got to perform at all of them if you want to be a champion. And we're looking at some guys. There's some hot seats here tonight that might throw a wrench in some of those plans for some guys. But,
Mm.
I know Mason Masopes, he does really well at Richmond usually. It's one of his favorite tracks, so we'll keep an eye on him. McCart as well. And there's just some short track merchants, if you will. YB Beta is a guy that I've heard a lot about this week, so it should be a fun race. You might see some guys we haven't typically seen up front. Maybe some guys you see in fifth, they're going to be up in first and second. So
Mm-hmm.
I definitely expect a fun, exciting night.
I do too. We also one man to mention the Heredia. Heredia is here. He has won the Cup Series race. He's looking to win both races at Richmond here tonight. So we'll see how fast he's going to be. And another thing to maybe point out is we're getting close to that playoff, so who's going to take a risk here, trying to generate the most points as they can here tonight?
Yeah, there's a lot of guys who are pretty safe. Well, I shouldn't say a lot, but there are a few guys who are pretty safe. I think we mentioned McCard. Like, he's fairly safe.
Yeah.
A couple other guys as well. So they may not take a lot of chances, but there's a lot of drivers who need to take as many chances and get as many points in the stages and at the end as they can. And that's why it's going to be pretty fun and exciting, especially here at Richmond. You've seen the real Richmond races as they were in or getting to the playoffs in the past years for actual NASCAR racing. So it's take that and times it by 5.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. The intensity, especially here in this league, is going to be amplified by 1,000. So you're going to see some
Right.
electric type action on the track, so you don't want to miss out.
So we should be getting in there very shortly. I feel like they're done in qualifying.
I'd assume they are too. I don't have a stream yet at the moment.
Yeah, no, I have someone stream, but it ain't this series. Somebody else is racing tonight.
Ah, well, good luck to them, I guess.
Yeah. I'm listening. I got invited to the room, but I'm not told to join yet. Tomorrow we have Charlotte for the Cup guys, so stay tuned for that.
Yeah.
They also just finished their college football season, so there should be a couple of days before we see another game, probably over the weekend. So, as always, like and subscribe to the HPL channel and get some fun competition. And if you want to join, you know what to do. You got to contact us. You got to write a message, write a comment, try to get a hold of Always Joker or Soaps or Riley. Those are the guys, you see them in the race, and they are the ones to get in contact with if you ever want to be a part of this HPL family.
Absolutely.
And it's a family because we all treat each other like your little brothers.
Yeah, we'll just be really mean to you, but we're actually not kidding most of the time.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. We'll be fine with you. It's going to be all good vibes if you do join. But hey, I'm excited tonight. It's going to be a blast. I can't wait to get this action under green flag conditions, so let's get amplified.
Yeah, we're in that awkward stage of, are we joining yet? Are we joining yet? We should be joining soon.
Right, yeah.
We do miss Shake, but he has some internet problems, so he's not going to be joining us tonight. Things happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to give a shout out to nobody. There's nobody who really deserves a shout out. You know what? Yet. Yours truly, if you're listening, yours truly is starting his new league, is revamping his old league. Ooh. So Friday nights, if anybody wants to race Friday nights, we have a different take. We're not going to race one track. We're going to race 3 tracks. Holy. 2 shorter races, followed by 1 longer race. 2 13%ers, followed by a 25%er. And we're going to be doing that Friday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have a much different ownership system. Guys are being special invites to be owners in this league, so it's going to take a little time just to build up the rosters. But if you're interested in that, hit me up, Brickerhoff17. I got my own YouTube channel as well, so locate me on... subscribe to that as well. Why not?
And that league sounds interesting. Yo, I might have to throw my hat in the ring there. We'll see, though.
It's called Major League Sim Racing, and we're taking it as a series. So, like, our first week is the East to West series. We start in California, we go to Kansas, we end at Daytona.
Ooh,
and we have a whole bunch like that on the schedule. It's going to keep things fresh and exciting and keep the things moving.
Right. That sounds fun. Like, absolutely. If you
but enough self-promotion. Yeah, we will. I'm going to be the broadcaster for that series. I'm not even going to race in it.
If you need a number two, I could be here for you.
Maybe we need more racers, though.
Hey, I could be the driver and commentator. You know, I could be the in car. You know, you radio in, see what's going on. I'd probably be in the very back of the pack, but hey, it don't matter. Still having fun. So
yeah.
Let's see here.
I hear you, but I don't know what you're saying, Joker. Hold on.
Okay, there's one man I can't shout.
Shout out to
Electric.
I don't know what you're
Thank
saying.
you, Electric, for the stream, so I can get a lap counter. Thank you for that very much.
Yeah, I try to use it. But are we joining or not yet? All right, thanks. We can join.
Okay, I did catch a glimpse of the standings. I didn't really get a full thing. I saw someone was in first, of course, but I don't remember who it was. So we can.
Yeah, I'll load that up real quick. But yeah, you join the stream, get it going, and I'll start figuring out who's in the points.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. We started to play when I accepted the invite, so I had to scream over it a little bit. All right.
That's okay. McCard is your points leader, and Electric, who after his win last week at Pocono is in second. Masopes has fallen to third. Small NASCAR Fan is fourth. We'll hear him in the booth tomorrow night. Hendrick Chase is fifth. Sixth is Sickham. Seventh is Carmen. Eighth is Big Jim. Ninth is Nobes, your Daytona winner. And Kenny is 10th. Just outside the cut is U of L Killer and Dank Emotions. After that, it gets kind of hairy. So those guys need wins.
Oh, we got Carman on the pole.
Look at that freedom in the American scheme, the USA scheme on his number 10 Chevy today.
That's got Electric, last race winner on the outside.
So green flag here at Richmond with Electric and Carmen leading the way at the front row. There's Small NASCAR Fan in third. Big Jim in fourth. There's Mason now at the bottom. We did mention him at the top of the broadcast where he is a fan of this track, does particularly well here. Carmen's going to get the lead by himself with Electric and Mason now side by side on the front shorty to complete lap number 1 here at Richmond Motor Speedway.
Yeah. Let me see. We got... I need to see how many laps this is for you. So we can get that down.
Yeah, our stream was on Twitch, so I got to have you do that because I can't. I'm in the Discord on my phone, so I can't watch Twitch.
Yeah.
Carmen's starting to pull away, but now the Small NASCAR Fan went around for second place as the 7 and the 20 were battling for position, and now we have our first yellow.
Yeah, I didn't see that. I was too busy getting that stream set up. I did see, going to the line, we did have 35 laps remaining, as I do see damage on 98 of Ballstick.
So in the back of the field, and it looks like Heredia was involved.
Ooh.
In the 13.
Yeah, also might be a favorite here. He won the Cup Series race as previously mentioned, so he might be a threat, but he doesn't have to come from the back to the front. So
maybe that was the trade-off to let him come down.
No, yeah. I have to. He needs it. All right, so yeah, we got... This should be good on fuel here for stage 1. I'm not sure about tire wear, of course. That's more of a you think. Oh, a new lead.
Yeah, after the first stage and getting a caution flag, you're probably going to be fine. You're not going to have a green flag stop here.
We got Chibi in first now. Lead us
Chibi with the pit strategy. I don't think he did pit at all, as a matter of fact. So we'll see how the 90 does, getting up in front. He's also racing down in a hot seat today. Carmen going to drive it right in on him with the fresher tires. Small NASCAR is going to get the move underneath Freedom, drive him up a little bit. Oh, but Freedom does keep it off the wall. The 20 and the 7, wait for them to figure it out. Freedom comes down that time into the corner and gets into the door of the 0 car, and that's going to give Chibi the lead all by himself. But that 10 is not done, trying to make a move down low as Chibi leads the field after this first caution flag. The only guy who didn't pit, by the way, was that 90 car.
It's like another thing you're going to see here today. Some drivers are going to have these cars started really tight to get looser down the run. Because you did see Carmen there. He did try to send him down to the inside. He did push with the track a little bit, and it really kind of affected his run off there. And that's why the 0 was able to pull ahead there. Yeah,
definitely keep an eye on these guys as we get later on a green flag run, because tire temperature has been a big thing to manage for these guys this week, and some have figured it out, and some are still struggling with it.
There's a commotion here in the middle. I think the 6 of
the 92
Bender.
and the 6 had some issues back there.
Oh, it's 3 wide here into Richmond. Oh, didn't think I would see this today, but here we are.
The 92 fell all the way back after that.
Hey.
Big Jim, who's just inside the playoff right now.
And it's, oh my gosh, 11 pushes the 22 up the track. Gonna take the spot, looks like.
Yeah, the 68 of Tiger NASCAR also taking a hot seat this week for the Hendrick cars, or the All-Star car, I guess. That's the extra 5th car in the field for the team. He's almost it looks like he's holding up the field behind him. I know Tiger's not a slow guy, but the 2 cars, the 6 drives him up in the back.
We're going to see that a lot today. You got a slower car ahead of you. You can't really use the outside a lot. Outside is not the preferred line here, so you're going to see a little bumper usage here tonight.
And Mayhem gets passed by Tiger. Yeah, it's difficult to see if it's like on purpose or guys are just missing their corner entry.
Right.
You want to assume it's not on purpose, but you never really know. So Tiger NASCAR moving up through the field. U of L fan, a personal fave of mine, always picking him to do well. He's right there now trying to battle on the 6, right behind Mayhem in the 8 car.
Trying to get some points here. I don't remember where he is on the cut line here, but I knew he was close to it.
He was in the top 5. He lagged out at the beginning of Road America and dropped. He is currently like 7th or 8th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's gonna. Let's see. Oh, he's 11th. He's 1 point.
Oh, he's the one just behind. Yeah, remember he was way up there. So big race here for Lamar in that 16 Chevy.
Mm-hmm.
Another guy I was watching a little bit was Kenny. He just can't get down. He's been running the high side almost since the restart, and he just can't get to the low part of the track. This time he may have finally got down there, but he keeps getting passed. Now he's going to work on the rear of Sikkim, who's in that 21 unsponsored machine this week.
Unsponsored. The fast white car. Maybe he'll see Johnny Benson here tonight.
Yeah. Trying to get some supporters on that RCR Chevy. Oh, there goes the 11. He touches the apron, and he's around. Brody gets into him. 2-car wreck. I don't know if we're going to see a yellow. Doesn't look like it.
We'll see. I got to find.
I don't know if you were on him, but tough break for Kenny as I was watching him as that hole went down.
I did not see a caution.
Yeah, no caution. Heredia trying to move up through the field. He's getting kind of stunted by these guys in front of him. He's got to maneuver through this traffic. He's got Slick NASCAR just in front of him and Nobes in front of him. Now Nobes on the apron, washing up the track.
Mm-hmm.
You can run out of space really quickly here at Richmond, and these guys are showing that.
Very tight track. Get on the apron, it might be disaster. Every time I see a car get below that thing, it gets me really anxious.
Oh, yeah. If you're above him, you're even more anxious. Heredia trying to make a 3Y going into turn 1. Nobes going to shut the door. That 13 car is fast, and he wants to get to the front and show it. Now the 1 washes up, and Heredia will get by at least 1 car.
Absolutely big thing here to look at his track position, because you see where Heredia is. He's definitely one of the faster guys today, and he's just having trouble getting by these slower cars, and it's really affecting him right now.
Yeah, it looks like Mayhem in that 8 car is 10th place, and everyone behind him looks like they all want to get around him, but it's easier said than done. Even if you're faster than the guy, you still have to get to the point where you can pass him, high or low. Heredia now drives into the 19. That'll give Big Jim a little bit of a move on the bottom. And they're both going to go by Slick NASCAR, and they'll be side by side getting to turn number 1. This is a battle for 13th, 12th?
Let's see. I don't think so.
Hendrick now going past the 8 for 10th place.
Yeah.
Back up front, we still have Chibi the Champ leading the field. Miss Soaps has gotten around Carmen for 2nd, but the top 3 are off to the races by themselves. Small NASCAR fan is behind them, but by a good distance.
Yeah, top 3 pulling away. Little packs of cars here. You're also not going to have the draft here to really help you out, so it's going to have to come down to pure town if you want to.
No, it gives you a little bit down the back straight, but yeah, it's pretty much a non-factor. It is better to be in a group than by yourself for a little bit extra time, but especially later in the run, it's really not much of a difference. Electric now going to make the move that'll keep him in the top 5. Oh, Brody in 39 around in front of the leaders.
Oh, that was scary. I don't think he caught anyone else into that. It's just a little scary moment there for the people in the front.
I feel like small NASCAR fan just lacks from consistency. He's really fast, but doesn't seem to put it all together like some of the other guys do, lap after lap.
Yeah.
Tiger NASCAR fans now caught this group.
Also, someone now in the top 5, you got Killer in the 44.
Yeah, he got around the 0 and took McCard in that 9 with him.
Yeah, there's been some races he's been in the back or near the middle of the pack, but now it's good to see him up in the front of the top 5, trying to put himself in
the
contention.
0 wanted to make a move, but McCard blocked him down the back straightaway. Chippy on older tires, getting no threats from the cars behind him.
I'll give you an update on the lap counter mirror at 13 to go right now.
Chippy also started back in the pack, so this was a good strategy move for him to get to the front.
Absolutely. He only ran a few laps on those tires. I know tires could be a really important aspect here at this track, but just not having really much wear on it, I mean, it really benefits him. Don't be caught behind the slower cars, as we previously mentioned.
But what's also impressive is that Chippy didn't put a setup in. Everyone else was able to put their setup in and get fresh tires. Not only is Chippy on older tires, albeit a lap or two, but he doesn't have a setup in. Everyone else worked on their car. This is the car he's driving is the stock version, the one that you start the race with. Everyone gets faster once they pit. And he's pulling away from the field now, from his hopes in the 7, and he's still in his stock setup.
That's very impressive to see what Chippy is doing right now. I wonder how much faster that car is going to get when he actually does put that setup fully in. It's going to be
right. Kind of my point. They got about 10 to go. I think it's 10 to go when they touch the line just now.
Yeah, we are at 10 to go.
You're stage 1. They're pulling 21-second laps here, about 21.4 to 21.8. Should be the range most of them are in. Unless you're Chippy, then you're faster. Now, he's pulling way ahead of the 7 now.
Yeah, this is impressive work going on by Chippy here. It's going to be interesting to see if there's going to be a contender here to at least give him a battle. Because right now, we're not really seeing that.
Oh, yeah, he's taking points away from all the Xfinity regulars right now. 2 of them are right behind in the 7 and the 10. Trying to go through the field. I just found the 98. He's about I2 Ball Stickham's running by himself. We're looking for YB Bet is in the Cup Series, so I mistakenly spoke about him earlier today. He'll be racing tomorrow night.
And so is Brink. So cheer for our guy Brink when he's racing tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be in there. Hopefully a much better performance at Charlotte tomorrow than we had at Richmond last Thursday. Heredia got around a number of those cars like Hendrick Chase and Lamar, but he has a good amount of distance to the top 10 still, so I don't know if something else happened to him.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He's by himself, it looks like. He's a couple seconds behind. Looks like the 92 of Big Jim, if I had to guess. And also, I think that's Dank, maybe?
The 10 now making a move. Freedom going to go underneath Masopes here for second place. I know the Trackhouse guys, which are what? The 7 just washed down on the 10. The 10 came up. I don't think the 10 made a bad move, but just a little too close for the 7, who gets put up into the wall, but he's able to save it, and he gets passed by Electric. He will maintain 4th position.
It's always been like the thing in those games. You catch like a quarter panel of the car. It does give you like a little bit of a ping pong effect when you go into that wall.
Yeah, or even if you just brush bumpers.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
McCard and Small NASCAR, 5th and 6th behind Mason. Electric with another strong showing here, 3rd place in the first stage of Richmond. Chippy the Camp still pulling away.
Yeah,
and let's not forget Freedom, 2nd place, Looking real good, starting on the pole, made some passes.
Absolutely. Carmen, he's been really fast at these races, but he's always either made a tragic mistake or something just doesn't go his way. Just really causes him a bad result as he gets really loose, goes toward the inside of the back.
And that's what I was talking about. Yeah, the 7 did too. That's what we were talking about as the run got longer. Which guys were going to have some trouble keeping those tires going in the right direction? Who was going to start slipping? And if you have that right rear a little too high, you raise it because you want to make the turn. But as you get through the run, these tires are now running hotter, and they're wearing faster, and now they're even more slick. So all that extra turn you put into it is now a detriment. Absolutely. So that's the balance that's really difficult to find when you're racing here at Richmond.
Right. I also feel like a really big thing that you mentioned, just making the turn, just arcing that turn perfectly and just getting the brake, hitting the right point. just hitting all your marks perfectly is really going to set the difference for how fast you're going to be.
And you can see it with Freedom as he started to struggle. He went lower into the corner, and Electric was able to arc it better. Got the run down the back straightaway, but because they were side by side entering turn 3, the 10 was able to keep it down low.
That's the end of the stage.
That was the battle for the stage. And your winner's Chibi.
Top 5 to be Chibi, Freedom, Electric, Masopes, and McCard. Your top 5 in that stage.
So one Trackhouse guy in the 10. You had Stuart Haas racing in the 90. Then you have a Joe Gibbs racer in the 20. And then 2 Hendrick guys, the 7 and the 9.
Yeah, them Hendrick boys have been fast all year. They've really showed how good they can be.
That's why they're leading the team points.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Tiger NASCAR fan is with them.
Yeah.
And he's just 2 spots behind.
Up to 8th.
Well, now Chibi's going to get that set up in, and we'll see how much faster he gets. A lot of these guys will have some extra adjustments as they went through a long run. Now they might know what they'd like better in their car. And look, this is one of those races, if it's me, I'd like to give up a little bit in the beginning to get it at the end of the run.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like that's something I would definitely do too.
Electric taking it to the apron, trying to make a move on the 90, but just nothing happening.
Yeah.
He will get a position on the 10, it looks like, as they come out of turn number 2 on the second stage restart.
Yeah, also starting on the outside is definitely not something you really like here, especially definitely not getting the best way around this track. You also just get trapped up there with that inside line, so it's beneficial for you just to try and hurry and get yourself down there as fast as possible.
Yeah, you saw just starting on the outside, the 10 fell from 2nd to 4th. I wonder if McCard let him in, because I feel like he could have made a run on him.
Yeah.
But the top 4 look like the top 4. I'll say McCard is 5th, but those 4 cars now, those are the top 4. But we are waiting to see Heredia get up through the field. That 13 is in the top 10 now. You see him poking in the back on the screen here, just behind McCard and Kenny. Now he's going underneath Kenny, and here comes that green 13 making his way through the field.
Yep.
If he gets to the front, the danger for everyone else.
I feel like he's definitely right now one of the fastest cars in the field. So once he gets to Chibi, we're going to see how they duke it out. And
we're looking for a manual caution here. We have a couple of guys that might have wrecked in the back. Pits are closed. Yeah. Manual is out.
I did see the 20 get around the 90 going to the line, so I think Electric did pass Chibi here.
Interesting. If the 90 could let off the gas a little early. Oh, I think small NASCAR fan got into it. Oh, and he is not happy with Big Jim, the driver of the 92. The two of them are sharing blows down the back straightaway.
Oh, yeah. I can see it back there and trying to get on board because we want to see the action here. But it looks like it's already over. So.
Well, that looks like the caution flag with the small NASCAR taking the... He was not happy. It looks like he probably took the brunt of it.
Yeah. I wasn't able to catch what was happening.
The 92 now has damage around the entire car.
Yeah. 92 is still giving the 0 bumper shots here, so...
All right, pits will be open this time by. Everyone's on the lead lap, so we should see nearly everybody come down pit road.
Yeah.
I know the 0 and the 92 will.
No, that's for sure.
Brody actually gets his lap back in the 39, so I misspoke.
It's going to be interesting here to see what guys, what adjustments they make to these cars, and also who's going to get out first in pit lane, too. That's going to be a big thing, because we already mentioned starting up on the outside DS, that makes a massive difference here.
About 4 cars so far stayed out.
Looks like the 16 stayed out. Let's see if I can...
Yeah, the 16, the 8, the 21.
11, and the 1.
And yeah. That's it. Those 5 guys. And look, we said earlier, it's about track position, right?
Mm-hmm. I like it.
And we saw Chibi was able to stay out in front. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no, you're all good. I was saying I really like the call from them. I mean, I feel like you're not really going to gain spots. You just do what the leaders do. So it's going to be interesting to see how much these tires make a difference here. Because we did run a few laps on them, but we'll see how much of a faster time that these cars with new tires get.
I mentioned earlier that this is one of the more difficult tracks to find that spot to pass, even if you're faster than the car in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the best ways to do that is on pit road or not going on pit road.
Yeah. So it's like the 16 will be our leader here.
Yeah, the 0's coming out, but I don't know if he's going to stay a lap down. I think he should stay on the lead lap. He's going to have to go all the way around.
Yeah.
So that might give us another yellow flag lap. Heredia, by the way, 5th place. So he probably took 2 tires on his pit stop.
Yeah, I'd assume, because I saw he was behind the guys like Electric and Chevy there. So he's just doing a different call here to at least get some more spots here. So it's really interesting to see the 0 tires versus 2 versus 4. This is going to be a really interesting game here we're going to see.
Yeah, it's such a small track. It took him an extra lap to get the guys who were a lap down back on the lead lap, and they had to pit. So
yeah,
if we were at Pocono or Talladega, it probably would have been at least one less lap.
Absolutely.
So they're going to choose here. So we'll see what the leaders do with 16 Lamar, U of L fan. He'll probably go to the bottom.
Yeah.
But how many guys will stay behind him on the bottom is the question. If you're Mahomes or Sikkim, do you stay on the bottom?
I would say I personally would, because I do not know what affects these people with 4 or 2 tires. And yeah, a lot of people stay to the inside. Now Kenny's going to be on the outside. Kenny's going to be the first one on the outside, followed by Nobes.
Yeah, so those first 3 cars did stay to the inside. The 11 jumps to the outside. Nobes will be on the outside also. So the top 5 is still the guys who stayed out. So the 7 and the 13 will be the first cars on fresh tires. And one of the reasons they can do that, by the way, is the sheer fact that fuel mileage is not an issue here.
Yeah.
So it's just about managing your tires.
The Chippy's going to be starting like 11th, I believe now. He's up there, so he's a lot of cars in his way. See how fast he can get through them.
Yeah, he looks like he's 9th or 11th. But here we go, green flag out at Richmond here in the middle of stage 2 for the HPL Xfinity Series. U of L fans going to lead the way. Mayhem and the 11 at Kenny is going to try and get at least to the side of him.
Oh, look at the 8. Take the lead here on the inside of the 16.
And Mayhem will go for the lead here. He'll probably lead the lap if he stays right there.
And he does.
Sure enough, he does. A lot of maneuvering back there as Electric and McCard dove to the bottom of the front straightaway.
Oh, the 21's really high. He's in that gray area.
Contact. And here comes the 13. Heredia God underneath Masopes for 3rd. They're 3 wide as Electric goes underneath that 13, putting him up. All good news for Mayhem and U of L.
Oh, 16's going.
Yeah, the Mayhem lost a little traction in the middle of the corner, and now Lamar's going to take the lead back. And Electric takes over 2nd place. And Heredia's coming, but he's stuck on the high side now, and so is the 8. The 8 is just stuck on the high side after that mishap, and he's falling back fast because of it.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe the benefactor of taking no tires here just kind of really cost them here.
Well, the 16 looks okay. He's holding on.
Oh, well,
the 11 is holding decently strong. But here comes Electric now below the 16 on those fresher tires, and he'll take over the lead going into turn number 1.
Oh, and the 8 just shoved the 90 into the 13 there. There's now Heredia's caught on the outside here.
It looks like Tiger NASCAR got up in the wall entering turn 3 for some reason. I don't know if it was by himself or if he had help.
Yeah.
Oh, and now the 8 is getting driven down by was it the 15?
Oh, yeah.
He drives up into the 15, and that's more contact between the 8 and the 15.
I don't know.
15's driven by Set Boom.
Yeah. I don't know if that was trying to get it well together and actually hit him, or if that just showing your displeasure there. I'm not sure, but that was a really risky moment there.
Yeah, Mayhem kind of all over the place here. He's still stuck on the high side after all that again.
Yeah.
And that held up Heredia, too. That set him some time behind the leaders. He's just ahead of that, of where Mayhem is running. And there goes Freedom underneath Mayhem as he tries to work his way back to the top 5.
No, I wonder what happened. Does anything happen to the car, man? Oh, the 15 put his
No, the
data in the
15
wall.
making contact again.
I think that was showing a little bit of displeasure there. What happened?
Yeah.
So well, we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna stay on this for right now. To see if anything happens.
Yeah, I'm right on Mayhem's hood cam. He might have a little bit more damage. He's struggling through the corner a bit more now.
Yeah, some aero damage there. Definitely make this car tight. Can't really get down to the bottom as good as he
Oh,
really
Slick
could.
NASCAR has retired the 19 Toyota. Tough break for JGR, who's already well down in the team standings.
Yeah. Well, luckily for them, they do have Electric, who's definitely turned up these last two races. So, yeah, is he pulling away now?
Set Boom making moves passing the 44. Now he comes back the rear end of the 22 of It's Fexy. Is it It's Fexy in the 22?
Yeah. Also, one quick
No,
thing.
Dirt Tracking's in the 22. It's Fexy's the 22 tomorrow.
Yeah.
So Dirt Tracking now trying to hold off Set Boom as Freedom leads them. Just outside the top 10.
Let's see. I think it's like
Electric
10th or 11th.
driving away.
Yeah, he's turned it up these last two races, man. He's maybe one of the hottest drivers in the Xfinity Series right now.
Now the tire wear might be a factor here for the 16. He's going to get past. Well, Mason trying to make a move,
3 wide.
Kind of misses that corner, bumps to 16. That'll give Chibi a run down low. And Heredia and Kenny LaFleur are challenging the rear right there, trying to get to the bumper of U of L.
Mm-hmm. Another question to ask is, if you're Heredia, I know you know you're faster than these guys. Like, what do you have to do to get through this pack of cars? What do you see that's the 20 and the 9 pulling away from you?
You got to be patient. It's stage 2. We don't want to get ourselves back in the pack. Mm-hmm. If we're here just to win, we don't have to lead every lap. We just got to get there by the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially for him, he has nothing to really lose here, so not really get fighting for points. So I guess that is a really good strategy.
We don't need to make abrasive moves or risky moves. We just got to keep making moves. Mm-hmm. And we can take our time.
All right.
If we're Heredia. Right now, the top 5 consists of 2 hot seat drivers, Heredia and Chibi.
One thing I mentioned, Team Colleague's having a good little run here so far. All the cars
that's
the top 10.
Trackhouse affiliation. You got the 10 who had the pole, 16 and 11 running up here near the top 5.
It's a good day for them so far. Hopefully they can keep it going as the 16 is working on the 7 of the soaps.
I think the 6 car is affiliated with Heredia, correct?
I believe so. Yeah, it is.
Right.
I think
it's got a lot of Fords in this series.
I think it's a 0, 6, and 15.
Right. Yeah, and the 13, obviously.
Yeah. I know the manufacturer.
Kenny is going to wash up, and that'll give the 6th the run. Freedom thought he might have had a move, but it's going to stay behind Kenny here down the back straightaway. A slight bump entering turn 3. This is where the battle is. The leader is Electric, and he's just finding lap cars now. As the 92 is a little slow, and you got lapped by Electric.
Gotta watch that free pass position there. So
Tiger NASCAR, we said, got in the wall. He looks like he has damage. He's next on the pecking order to go a lap down. Very surprising out of the Cup regular to be this far in the pack.
Yeah, I do not know what happened to him. I mean, he was making his way up the pack, and then he just found himself back here. So you got to fight to stay on the lead lap. At least get that lucky dog spot.
Freedom making a move on his teammate as he got around the 11 car here. Freedom, his car is hooked up. He's got a really decent car. Yeah, and I'm sure he feels like he deserves or should be in the top 5, and he's back on his way up there.
Yeah, his car has been looking really good so far. It looks like his car just hooks the bottom really well. That's what I'm looking at.
Electric is just by himself in first place.
Yeah, very impressive. Impressive for him. I mean,
McCard, Chibi, and Heredia now are 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. They just got around the 92 with Big Jim, and now Mason will do the same. And U of L will also try to get around the 92. I think he's battling some more damage, because it's still a little surprising to see Big Jim running this slow as well.
Yeah.
And this is a home track for Big Jim. He lives and grew up not too far from here.
Yeah, I do see damage on the front of his car. a little bit, so there might be something there.
Yeah, not sure. I'm watching his stream actually, but it doesn't. I don't see. Oh, you know what? He does have aero damage. It's orange.
Oh,
He
yeah.
has a significant amount of aero damage, so that's why he's so slow.
Yeah, especially at a short track like this.
Oh,
You're really going to need it.
No front down for. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and now we're at 2 laps to go in stage 2 here, so we're about to get it tuned up for stage 3. See what the final changes these drivers make to their cars. At least get the setup in.
Remember, Big Jim did qualify near the front as well. But Electric hunting down Tiger. Does he put him a lap down here? There's one more to go around.
I don't think he will. At least he's going to get to him. I think Tiger's going to save himself here.
And that'll put Big Jim back on the lead lap as the lucky dog. But your stage 2 winner, coming off of turn number 4, the driver of your Dex Imaging Toyota number 20, Electric Days. Last week's Pocono winner gets the stage win here at Richmond.
He's turned it up, man. And I think that one just has him fired up, and he's ready to go. He wants to keep winning. All right, now heading into stage 3. What do we expect to see? Do we see the aggression get turned up a little bit, or do you think we'll see more of the same?
When these guys are together, the aggression has been there. I mean, we saw the 0 and the 8 getting into it, or the 15 and the 8. We saw the 20 getting underneath Heredia, and he wasn't going to give, if he's going to slow up, I don't care if you're faster than me, I'm going to be faster than you in this corner, and that basically gave Electric the win when he did that, because if he had held up, he probably would have been stuck behind or in that group, and wouldn't have had an easy a trip to the front. So yeah, I do see the aggression getting kicked up a bunch here, especially with these guys that we see in the front. Electric, McCard, Chibi, Heredia, then you got Hendrick and Freedom right behind them. And all these guys need good performances. Except for maybe McCard.
Yeah.
He still wants to hold on to the first place in the point standings, though.
Absolutely. Because you do get that bonus, playoff point, bonus for winning the regular season, I believe.
I believe, yeah.
And Electric's already kind of
trying to cycle back to the leader. Here he is.
So
Electric got a good smooth start. McCard is solidly in second, followed by Chippy Heredia and Hendrick 9 fan. Hendrick 9, whatever, it's Hendrick.
Yeah.
Driving the 6 car. But Soaps dropped back a little bit. So did Freedom as well.
Do you remember when you said...
trying to make... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. It's really important. But remember when you said you compared... Oh, someone's spinning in the back. It's 11.
Oh, Kenny. Solo spin.
Will we get a...
No, maybe 2, maybe a couple.
Oh, I'm not really sure. It would be interesting to see if we get a manual here.
Doesn't sound like it.
No, it doesn't sound like it.
We are green, what you were saying.
As we were saying before that happened. You remember how you mentioned you compared McCard to Dale Sr.? He wasn't always the first, but he's always in the front. And here he is again today. And he's kind of just maintaining right now, but it's just, I don't know. You mentioned that just reminded me of Z McCard here in the top 3. As he's,
it wasn't that he races like Dale or that he's an intimidator. It's just where he always is in the pack. He's always in the top 5. Yeah. And he's always in a position to win. And that was Dale Earnhardt's motto. I may not win every week, but I will be in a position to win. And there he is, letting the 90 and the 13 go. He's like, why am I going to race you guys hard and use up my tires? I'll just stay right behind you. We still have a green flag pit stop, theoretically.
Oh, we do have Chibi and Heredia hooked up here together. At least 2 and second and third here, so we'll see if they can.
I do assume they're going to run down the 20, but we'll see.
Yeah, I was looking at it. I was like, oh, well, the 90 and the 13 are together. These are probably the top cars that can contend with the 20. So, and they are. Looks like they're closing a little bit. So,
yeah, I wonder if the 13 trying to make a move maybe held them up a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Lamar's still having a good run at the tail end of this lead line of cars.
Yeah, I guess for him, he needs it. He's coming today down 1 and below the cut line, so this is really good for him.
But you can tell these guys are getting ready for what is the longest stage of the race, the longest part of the race, stage 3. They got to maintain these tires because you don't want to pit too early. because that'll really screw up your strategy.
Absolutely.
You got to maintain, especially that right rear, or in some cases, the right front from wearing too quickly.
Right, this is where you got to get your setup in. You got to have it perfectly down. This is where your car needs to be the best it is all day.
And you can tell who's done that because those are the cars in the top, 8 or 9 right now.
Oh, the 90 and the 13 are now on electric, so we'll see how this is going to pan out.
They reeled it in.
It's the first time.
Now, how aggressive does electric get on making some blocks or keeping those guys behind you, or do you just, bite the bullet, let them go like McCart did?
Well, I feel like tires seem to be really important here, at least later down the run, so I would just let them go and tuck in as fast as I can in like third place. And, they try and make it back up at the end of the stage before the pit stops. Not in the stage, but pit cycle.
What I would do if I'm electric and I'm running as well as I am, as he is, I'm not going to just pull over, but I'm not going to race them hard. I'm going to run my line. I'm going to make them have to use up their stuff if they're going to get around me.
All right. That's a good thing there.
I'm not sure. Heredia looks like he might be a little impatient as Chibi got held up. Chibi got held up, had to lift, I think, a little bit to make that corner, and now Heredia makes the run for second place. He'll make the pass getting into turn number 1.
Yeah. Maybe the 13's the faster car of the two.
I think they're about equal, but I think Chibi he didn't have the right line into 3. And you saw it took almost a whole lap to complete that pass.
Yeah, and it also gave Electric more of a gap to there, too.
Right, and in that lap, Electric has time to pull away.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they might run him down again, but they have to run him down again.
Yeah, so, and if you had that happen like later in the race, that might be the fatal blow for winning the race.
Now, you're Heredia, and the last time the 20 went by you got a little tire in the door.
Yeah.
Do you return the favor?
Well, it depends on at least like what lap is it. I mean, if it's like near the end of the race, I feel like you got to race
34 to go.
You. Okay, I don't know about 34 to go. I would say at least tucked in. I wait for a mistake maybe. But once it gets near like the end of the race, like get inside 10 to go, that's maybe where you want to at least start considering it because, at least personally for me, you got to race people at least the same way they race you,
Yeah, I hear that.
And the 20
But was Electric in an extenuating circumstance? He did apologize at the end of the stage. He radioed to 13 and apologized.
I mean, yeah. But also, you do got to remember, it is short track racing, so a bumper wouldn't really be shocking to see here. So, as they did reel him back in, so he's on.
Now Heredia is right on the rear bumper of that 20 Toyota. Heredia driving a Toyota himself, normally in a Ford, as he owns the RFK cars in the Cup Series.
Yeah, I'd like to think of it as like a Toyota with Ford stickers on it. Looks like a Heredia there did like fake go to the inside, trying to force that 20 make a mistake.
And that's kind of what I was saying. If I'm like the Electric's kind of doing what I was mentioning, like I'm going to run my line, and if you're going to pass me, you're going to have to do it on a line you're not used to.
You're going to have to try your best. It's going to make you use your tire wear up just to get around me.
McCart is maintaining his distance. He's not really gaining or losing, but the 90 did gain back to 13. Oh, we have a yellow flag.
Oh, we're too focused on the leaders here because it got really tight there for a second. I didn't really know who was involved.
Yeah, somebody got loose.
I see that 98 has damage. I don't know if that's still from previous incidents or not. I see that 38 of Ty Racing has some damage. The 22 has some damage to the front.
Well, at least 2 or 3 cars were probably... The 22 was definitely in it because he's at the rear of the pack.
Yeah.
So was Brody, I guess. So somebody spun and a couple of guys got collected.
Mm-hmm. All right, looks like we're at 30 to go right now.
Yeah, that was dirt tracking. I think dirt tracking is the one who spun or something happened and then collected a few other guys. But, hey, a little reset.
Yeah, we got a new leader.
And Mayhem is up front, did not pit, and that's a long run to stay out on those tires.
I don't know if he
even if it's a 2-tire change, that might have given Heredia the lead.
Oh, he did it on accident. He's going to pull away here.
Yeah, he just pulled away. He probably did not mean to stay out that time. Electric did maintain the lead, though. I thought that little snafu was going to give Electric a run into the bottom, but or give Heredia, I mean, but Electric did maintain the lead. Chibi's still in third, McCard fourth, fifth is Set Boom, Masopes is seventh. I'm sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, sixth. Seventh is U of L, and Freedom, your pole sitter, is back in eighth.
Yeah. One thing to realize on this restart, like they usually get like fighting for position here, and then like Electric usually gets like about a second lead. As Heredia's making a patch for the lead here.
He got the bottom. And he'll have it down the front straightaway and getting into turn number 1, and Electric will not be able to get to the line. But he does get behind the 13 and gives him a little bump, and that gives the 13 a wash up the track. Electric's going to try and get underneath him, getting into turn 3. The 13 comes down. The 90's just trying to hold on. But look at McCord now as he takes a line down to the bottom, and he's going to get to the lead from 4th place. He leads that lap.
Wow. What a wild turn of events here. We're still 3 wide for second place as McCard is in the right place at the right time. As it's getting really aggressive.
3 wide with Electric in the middle. Chibi on the bottom. Mason trying to make a move back there as well, but loses track.
Oh, the 90 now looking for the inside of the 9.
Chibi trying to make a move on that Chevy.
Oh, and
here comes Set Boom to follow him. Electric might fall to 5th.
And already still
and Lamar gets below the 20. And the 13 washes up as well. He's going to fall to 3rd. Set Boom up to 4th. What a move by the 15.
Yeah, that was incredible. Holy.
Lamar's now going to try and pass him back. The 13 and the 90 almost battling into turn 1. And look at McCard staying patient. He's in a position, and as soon as the chance comes, there he is. He pounces on it.
Absolutely. And it's going to be interesting to see as that was really aggressive here. We still have like 20-something to go here. So what's going to happen if we have a late race restart?
Yeah, 22 laps to go here. I think 21 when they hit the line right there.
Yeah, 21 to go, yeah.
And now Electric, who was leading much of this race, is stuck in 5th place, battling for 5th place.
He was the biggest loser on that. That was him going back and forth already. It really cost him there. He really just needs to get in line and at least stay close to these guys.
You know, if him and Heredia were by themselves and he makes that move, no problem. Because you had all those cars behind you, yeah, sure, you passed the 13 for a corner, but then here comes everyone else who didn't have to check up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, 1/10 is a lot here.
Absolutely.
Oh, Set Boom gets loose off of 4. I thought he was going to take out the 20 for a second.
Yeah, I thought he was making a move. I thought he was going to try and at least send it inside, but I guess he did get loose off the corner there.
Electric falling off that corner, I think because the 15 might have bumped him in the rear. Now he gains back on the 16 a little bit. Electric looks like he has a good drive into the corner, but not as well off now compared to these guys in the middle of the pack.
Mm-hmm.
Heredia trying to make, or taking the peak down low, but stays behind the 90.
So how much of a effect is dirty air in this game?
I mean, it's not as much as it probably is in real life, but it does have an effect.
Right. And there's no caution?
Is that a manual?
I think we got a manual.
It's our close. We got a manual. I don't know who spun.
Oh, that 44 pushed the 68 up a little bit. I don't know if they're having a little thing back and forth, but or they're just messing around. But I'm trying to look for damage on these cars.
The 13 and the 20 are not happy with each other.
Well, I figured they probably wouldn't. After
they're John.
Yeah.
Some words I can't repeat. PG-13 here.
Yeah, this is a family-friendly channel for the most part. Except if some of the interviews don't like show
Radio
that.
Darlings though would have a field day this week.
Hey, put that on YouTube. I figured that'd go viral. Please make it, censored, of course. As that, we've got some more pit stops here, so we'll see what happens here.
Good break for the 8 car, who we know missed that last pit stop.
Is the 92 lap down? Is he staying out?
He was a lap down. He's the free pass.
Okay, making sure. Right, I'm gonna follow on to 13 here during his pit cycle, see where he pulls out here. Oh wait, another restart. Right now it's gonna be maybe 15 to go or 14 to go when we restart.
Yeah, I'm looking at Big Jim, who's actually in first place. Big Jim stayed out. He was not a lap down.
Oh, so he probably pitted under that caution. Probably took 4 if I had to guess, and then he's just gonna stay out because probably he didn't use it that much. That
Heredia wins the battle off pit road. McCard's going to be next,
second.
followed by Chibi. And then Lamar and Electric.
Mm-hmm.
Well, almost as they came in.
Yeah. Oh, is the 1 also stay out? Or is that what? Oh, it's 15. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, that's the 15.
15.
Maybe he took 2 tires. I didn't see him get off pit road, but he could have been a 2-tire stop.
Well, we'll see. I mean, who's gonna
so
be the
now
first
you're
driver?
McCard. If everyone goes low, do you go high?
I would say so at this point. I mean, I feel like with your tire advantage, the outside wouldn't be the worst opportunity, at least to try to take. Because I feel like you fall in line with these guys, you're not going to get around them. That's really
I also
easy.
feel like Heredia is going to choose high here. I don't know. Maybe he'll stay in third on the bottom, but
I would not be shocked if he does that, actually. Inside. Heredia's going to take the outside.
Yeah, Heredia goes high. So does McCard, actually. I thought he would go low if the 13 went high. But he's going to stay high as well. That'll give the 90 the bottom line. And Lamar. Whoop.
Oh, the 90 hit the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the 9 and the 90 made contact. I don't think that was intentional.
Well,
I think that was just a slip-up.
How much damage did that give Jimmy now? Is another factor put into that. Oh, this restart's all jumbled up. We have 3 wide still.
The 90 does have damage, but he's getting his spot back.
Okay. Okay, now we're doing another lap. I figured this what I saw a car 3 wide, so I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So let me go back on.
Yeah, then the 9 missed his shifter, and it just sent his car to the left. An accident. It happens.
Of course.
Unfortunately, the 90 gets a little damage because of it.
I don't know how much you got. It didn't look like a massive tap into the wall, but.
We have like 11 laps to go when they hit the line.
It's gonna be like 12 or 11, I think.
So these guys are gonna be, pardon the language, but balls to the wall here.
Yes, they're gonna go for broke here.
And that's probably why the 92 stayed out.
I figured. It's restarting here.
The 20 trying to make a move early before they get to the line. He gets low. By the way, the 0 moved back up on that pit stop. He's on the outside, but back towards the top 5. Now the 13 and the 92 side by side on the back straightaway. The 92 going to give a lot of space and give the 13 the lead, but he'll stay in second with Chibi in third. And will that damage affect him? He's going to try to go low on the 92. Remember, the 92 is not on anywhere near fresh tires.
Yeah. We're at 10 to go now.
3 wide in the back there with the 10, the 44, and the 9.
McCard
dropping back. Oh, the 15 off the wall.
Crash.
He'll take a few more cars out with him.
Will that be a manual, or is that just game caution?
That is
game caution. Yep.
That's a game caution. Yep. But I don't know if the 15 hit the wall and bounced off, or got hooked on someone's front bumper from behind him. But
I think he got in the wall there a little bit.
That might have been a little of both, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think it was something intentional. I think it was a little mishap, and because you're on such tight quarters here, it's going to be bigger than it should be.
Absolutely. Also, you're trying to get as many spots as you can now. It's near the end of the race. It's aggression, and it's going to get turned up to 100 here. So.
Oh, yeah. Now, Big Jim is pitting.
Ooh,
the radio came in. The 92 is going to pit. He might be the only car pitting. So that strategy now kind of bites him in the rear.
It does, but I don't know if we get enough cautions or something crazy happens.
Yeah, right. 5 cars pit. The 92 drops way back. So did Freedom in the 10, by the way.
He was involved in that caution. He hit the inside wall.
Gotcha. Well, Heredia and Chibi now leading the pack. Both hot seat guys, both cup guys. U of L leading the Xfinity regulars with Electric just behind them on the bottom. And trust me, that 20 car desperately wants to get back to that 13.
Mm-hmm.
They have an unsettled score.
Mm-hmm. That 90 is also just stuck on the outside. It's really holding up this whole pack, too.
Well, he still has a little damage, remember? So he might not be quite as fast as he has been.
Yeah.
Or handling quite as well.
We are
and Lamar is not Lamar is not slow in that 16, so the 20 will not get around him that easily.
Yeah, they really need to work together here as the 90 does finally get down to the bottom.
Electric aggressively blocking, but he wants to move forward and not have to take another pass to the front.
We had to watch that 16 car. He's been second place. Really good day for him.
I think the 20 is the only car that has something for the 13, but he's got to get around Lamar in order to have any kind of chance here. We're under 10 to go.
Yeah,
we're like 6 to go.
We are at 3 to go, actually.
Oh, my goodness. 3 to go.
3 to go. And these guys are battling side by side, just they're ready to pull away. Now he gets to the 16 a little bit.
Yeah, the 16 is going to wash up. That'll give Electric second place alone. Now U of L's got to hold off a number of other cars, but the 20 with 1 lap to go, or 2 laps to go?
2 laps to go. 2 laps
to go. I don't know if he has enough time. There's Heredia pulled out quite the distance
I'm not
while they were sorting that out.
All right, we're now going to 1 to go. That's right, Credit One Bank.
One more time around here, Richmond Motor Speedway. Your Cup regular Heredia out front, Electric in second, last week's winner. The battle's for third, but U of L now seems to solidify there. Mason's in fourth. Fifth place is Small NASCAR, is Chibi the Champ. Sorry, mistook the red. One more time around. That was it. That was the last lap. It's so fast at Richmond.
It is. As the top 5 would be Heredia, Electric, and U of L fan round out your top 3. Followed by Soaps and Electric scrolled. I can't see anything else. Big Jim got 10th though. Good for him.
Yeah, Big Jim ended up getting back in the top 10. Well, it wasn't the most exciting finish, but we had a pretty exciting race. We'll get this top 3 in the broadcast booth here in a minute. If you want to add them as soon, well, I'll add them because you're on the broadcast.
Yeah.
I know I got Heredia and Electric. You might have to add. Who was third, Chibi?
Is U of L fan.
Got U of L. Okay, I think I have him too. Let me see. Electric. The Heredia got N. Where's the U's? There you are. We'll get them all in here. Invite. We'll see what Heredia and Electric have to say. You and I might have to talk very much at all.
Right.
Third place is in here first, so we're going to start with him. Lamar, do you read me?
Yes, I can.
U of L fan, you had a good start to the race. You had some issues in the middle of the race, but you rebounded. You were able to hold strong in the top 5 and walk away with a podium finish here. Just give us a little rundown about your race and how you feel afterwards.
Well, obviously, good points day to day. I think we came ready to race. Started in the back. We didn't qualify. We were fighting our way through some slow cars, back markers. And then, I felt like after stage 2 ended, we kind of found a groove. We found our grip. And, and once those cautions came out, we just kept on going up. We kept on going up. And the strategy where I stayed out got me +5. And that's kind of what got me to where I was. So today was a good day overall, and I'm looking forward to the next race.
Yeah, going to Charlotte next week. So you were just outside the cut line. This probably gets you back into the top 10. I know that Big Jim was a couple spots ahead of you. He ended up 10th place today. So maybe that's somebody you leapfrogged. But so was it the strategy? It was a risk to stay out. Was it because you had a quick caution after that helped you out? Or forgive me if I don't remember the scenario.
All right. Well, no, the strategy was actually because it was a caution and all my tires were still in the high 90s, so I felt like I think if I just stayed out and I just ran it to the end of the stage, then I was gonna have a really great chance of finishing higher in the race if I just kept my position and just don't do anything dumb.
Well, you did that, and congratulations, Colts. Anything for our third place finisher?
No, I just want to congratulate you on a top 3 finish. Really big since you're one down the cut line, so good job.
Thank you.
Well, there is Electric, who just made it in, so we'll go to him. Second place, Electric Days. Pretty dominating car. Started on the outside of the front row. Led most of the race, especially in stage 2. Had some exciting moments of back and forth racing. Give us a little rundown on how you feel right now.
I mean, I'm just not wrecking enough people. You need to wreck more people so they stop coming down here. That's what happened out here on the racetrack today. So next time I ever see the 13 car, I would definitely punt them out of the way. But overall, I mean, the race was good. Stage one, I fell back to seventh, flew back up to the field. That was great. I loved it. We finished third that stage because I was not gonna let Freedom start third, and I was trying to get that bottom lane. I ain't gonna lie about that one. Second stage, domination, right? No hot seats, just pure domination. We did really great there. Glad to have a great race with McCart in them. And then third stage, we battled against Heredia and Chibi the whole time. Great race to him. He won the race. Happy for him. Great job for him. Just sad for this 20 car in the JGR group. Even though I'm the only one left alive, I'm trying to keep this team kicking.
Well, we appreciate that as your counterpart. So we did see you get into the 13 a little bit, and after that, I did hear you apologize for that move. It didn't seem something intentional. But what happened after that?
Yeah, man, I told him, like, when I moved him out of the way, I told him, because I did the same thing to Chibi for the caution stage to go ahead and win stage two. I told him my bad, and he said, all right, I'm gonna get you back. So he asked me why did I throw a block. It's 30 laps left. It's nothing but pure pace now at Richmond, and we're like pulling away from everybody else, and it's just I
All
have
right.
to block you. It's for the win. Come on now.
I hear you. Well, a win last week, second place this week. A great bunch of point races here for you to move up through the standings. Congratulations. Colts boy, anything for our runner-up?
And real quick, I mean, I saw that car looked really good out by itself. Would you say like being like of all the rest of the cars really slowed you down there?
Yeah, and towards the end, I was pretty pissed that I couldn't face Heredia in the last bit of the race. I had to deal with Lamar, Jim, and them. Jim pit late, so that really messed me up. If he didn't pit, I probably would have been good to try to see if I can, get closer to Heredia. But yeah, the end of the race and this car was really good. Heredia was the one that helped me out today. Um, I said my bad about blocking him and him sending me through the track was I didn't really care about it. It's racing at the end of the day. You can send me. It's racing. It's NASCAR for a reason.
Mm. Well, nonetheless, congrats on a second place finish, and you've been really good these last two races. So keep it up.
All right, moving to the star of the show, your winner, the Heredia God, wins both Richmond races last week in Cup, this week here in the Xfinity Series. Well, the Heredia God for a reason, right? So another dominating performance. I mean, you didn't lead the most laps, but you got from the very rear of the field, starting shotgun on the field, worked your way through it. I did commend your patience through the first stage and a half, but as you got through the rest of the race, was the patience waning? Was it you just felt you were faster than everybody? Just give us a rundown and also how you feel.
Well, first of all, I would have congrats on Mac and Electric for the second and third. Mac at P3 is a good run for him. Not sure if he put any laps in, but that's good. Electric, I knew he was gonna be tough. I helped him myself, and he was strong all day. I was a mixture, but I started shotgun in the field. I qualified first, but then I decided to start the back. They were just like, do it, do it. So I was just like, oh, you know what? Fine. It was hell. That's all I'm gonna say back there. It was a nightmare back there. So we got to the field finally. End of stage two, or I don't even know what stage it was. Stage two, I got up there, got the track position. Yeah. So whenever it was a battle. It was a good battle. I got sent by Electric once, and then I was fine with it. I was like, I'm gonna get you back probably, one way or another if I'm battling for the win. And he put a block on me. I was just like, okay, you know what? Big block, punt is my turn. So I got him back, and it was like 3-4 wide there. And I mean, I didn't care. He got me back. He got me back right in the corner after. I didn't care. I was like, okay, that's fine. You know what I mean? It's racing. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna take it that well. I'm not gonna take where I'm not racing seriously down here that serious. You know what I mean? Like I got him back. He got me twice. I could care less. But it was a good battle. I mean, Chibi was there. I feel like Chibi and Electric were the top two. Behind me, I think we're pretty equal. I think in the long run, I maybe had a slight advantage, at least by myself. But other than that, I mean, it was just a hectic race, and I'm glad I came out on top.
Well, from the booth's view, it looked like Chibi, who got damaged when McCard accidentally slapped him before the restart. I think that affected him for that last run there, which is probably why he fell back. That's just our assumption. Well, look, you are a NASCAR fan. You watch a lot of races. And I'm not trying to throw shade on electric, but I want the fans at home to understand. So if you were going to put the block that you experience on a scale, like a bad Joker block, or like Denny versus Chastain, or like Joey Logano at Daytona, like where would you put that block? Was it kind of not that big of a deal, or was it more of a you need to do that?
Well, I mean, it wasn't a Joker block, but since he already punted me, and that block, I was under. When he turned. Yeah, I think it's like a 5. I feel like when he turned left and blocked me, he hit me, so I was just like, okay, well, if I was a little bit up ahead, I probably would have got completely dumped. So I was just like, you know what, I'm just show a little displeasure here, and yeah.
I feel like on my side, I sent the I feel like I did a great block. He went right back under me as soon as he blocked me. As soon as I unblocked him, because I'm a driver that will block you, but I'm not gonna send you through the grass. I'm not Joker or anybody else, so I'm gonna be respectful, But sending me and making us 3 wide, that pissed me off a little bit. I ain't gonna lie.
So we won't see a video from Ryan Blaney calling out electric.
No, it wasn't that bad.
That block was not bad. I feel like that block was.
You see where I'm going with it now.
That block was less than what most people would have did in that situation. For me to be the leader, it wasn't that much in my opinion.
All right, well, good job, both of you. It was really fun to watch, and we're happy that you guys are coming in here, and we had a good talk about it. But congratulations to all 3 of you. Colts boy, anything else for our winner, for anybody else?
Yeah, just real quick. Just, like, how do you keep, like, your mind right when you're behind a slower car and, like, in a pack of cars, and you're faster, and you just see, like, the leader's just pulling away?
Who are you saying?
Are you talking to me?
I think that's for Heredia, yeah.
Yeah, it's Heredia, sorry.
Okay. Well, one, you got to keep your patience, right? You can't. I feel like if you just lose your patience because you're knowing you're faster than people, where I started like shotgun field stage 1, if I just ran through everybody, everybody's not gonna be happy with me, and I put myself in danger of everybody just killing me and whatever. So you have to be patient, and me knowing like I have a pretty decent long race, I could just get up there, at least takes my time until stage 3 happens, and luckily I got up there in the nick of time to where I could be with electric Chibi battling for first place. So patience is key.
Absolutely. Well, man, congrats on your win there.
Any final words from anybody here in the booth?
Oh, I have one.
I was about to say.
I have a great one.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Electric. I'll let you do your honors.
You got to be tough. You can't just be out here and say, give me some space. No, it's like, no, I'm here. I'm taking it. And that's basically it. You just got to be here, take it. That's all Xfinity is. Got to race aggressive, be ready to get punted. It's NASCAR for a reason.
I thought we were gonna hear from you like a Carson host of our that was clean, right? Heredia, what do you got for us?
Well, I just want to say, shout out to the people that didn't complain about the hot seats. I feel like this is, it's a sport where people who wants to run, have some fun, or just do a race they like down in a different series, they could do that, and I feel like that's their choice in doing it. And I feel like if it's a problem, then suck it up, and if you're faster or you're not as good, then you don't have to worry about it because they won't affect you in your series. Just worry about you and what you're capable of in your series. And yeah, I just do it for fun or team points. And if they don't want to see me ever again, then I prove whatever I did. So thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. All right, that'll do it from us here in the HPL booth. Colts boy, anything else from you, my friend?
Yeah, of course. I was honored today to share the booth with you. Also, tune in tomorrow for the Cup Series at Charlotte. That's going to be a banger. So don't miss out. John, our guy, Brink here, won the whole thing. Come on.
Colts be back in the booth?
We'll see. We will see. I'm not certain yet.
All right. Well, yeah. So tomorrow night we got the Cup guys going to Charlotte. It's the 600, which is really the 300. It's the longest race of the year in any series. And then the CFB guys, the college football guys, will be back at it soon. They are going through their offseason literally as we speak, so keep an eye out. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, like the video you're watching, and hit that little bell so that when our broadcasts pop up at 8:40 every Wednesday and Thursday, or when those random college football games come on, you're going to get a notification. And don't you want that notification so you can see how these guys are ripping each other and jawing at each other and having fun with each other? I know you want to be a part of it. If you can't be a part of it, you can at least watch it. So stay tuned. Come back. Hang out with us. This is Brickerhoff17 signing off, and we'll see you very, very soon. Godspeed. Drive fast. Take chances.